Let me tell you this truth. Whoever has prepared too much for the PMP exam, the chances of failure is very, very high. At the same time, you cannot take it very lightly as well. When people with a professional engineering degree and with 4 or 5 years experience on the field, they come back and they get tensed about the complexity of the PMP certification. The only advice I give them is, hey, my dear friend, this is not as difficult as your graduation. Maybe this is as difficult as one paper of your graduation. So you must give that much due diligence to it. Don't underestimate. At the same time, please do not overestimate. A PMP certification, if you are following the right approach, it is only as difficult as one paper of your graduation. For example, if you can clear the bill of material, the strength of materials paper, PMP examination is simpler than that. Okay, so it is not complex because the study recommended 35 contact hours of intensive training, and maybe you double it with another 35 hours of self-study, maybe around 60 to 70 hours of effort if you can commit, and if you can follow the right pattern or the right method for study, then it is easy to clear in the first attempt without lot of hard work and pain. A lot of people hype it up, they say it's so complex. Recently I had a discussion with one of the PMP aspirants. She was telling me, please help me to pass PMP exam. I said, I cannot. Because if your confidence level is very, very low, however good you are going to fail. And to add to this complexity, people are giving her free advice, you do that, you do this, and the whole thing makes it very difficult for that person. And this is the case with many, many people. When people spend too much effort and then they make it a do or die kind of battle, I'm scared because these guys, when they get into the exam hall, they can freeze and they will not be able to answer properly. That is one aspect of it. The second aspect is, don't try practice tests without gaining the proper foundation knowledge of professional project management. Otherwise, you get frustrated. Then you start mugging up these questions and answers without the proper foundation. When I say foundation, absolutely there is no point in reading the whole 750 pages of PMBOK. So actually I made this mistake also, to be honest. So initially my training programs were like, I gave the project management foundation knowledge very, very clearly. And then there are some tests to really assess their knowledge about the subject, very direct questions. Which of the following is a critical path, and it is not scenario based, it is a direct questions about the topics. They clear everything and the confidence level is very high, and towards the end of the training I expose them to the scenario based questions, and that becomes a shocker for them. So that was a challenge. Then I thought, I'll expose these scenario based questions maybe at the beginning of the course itself. Actually, that was doing because I thought I'll eliminate this last minute shock. Because you start answering the direct questions and you think everything is easy, and towards the end you expose them to the complex questions, and then suddenly they panic. So that is a that is a challenge. So now I'm going back. Then I started exposing them to the scenario based questions at the beginning, and there the challenge is, okay, they don't have enough foundational knowledge, and suddenly they get exposed to the scenario based. They may not admit it, but I know the loss of enthusiasm, because they think that it's too difficult. But if I don't expose them to the true scenario based questions, then I'm not exposing them to the reality, because they may get into the final exam hall and then they panic. So now again, I'm now add to this complexity, now agile is also coming in. So people mix up agile, and in the name of hybrid they mix up agile and predictive, everything together, and it becomes a mess. So I am rethinking my my training strategy. First, teach the participants predictive project management. During that phase, we don't discuss anything about other things. How to initiate a project, how to plan a project, how to execute the project, how to monitor and control the project, and how to close it professionally. That is just predictive. And during this time, I don't want the participants to go through the 750 pages of PMBOK to understand everything. So this is without PMBOK. You are not even exposed to PMBOK. I want to teach you blindly what is predictive project management. In very simple terms. Initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and controlling, and closing. You are not allowed to refer to Agile. You are not required to go to PMBOK. You master what is the flow of this project. So that is achieved through a module called Predictive Project Management. 13 modules. Very easy to understand. Then we forget about predictive project management. We blindly focus on agile project management. So what is agile? What are the ceremonies in agile? What are the roles and responsibilities within the agile framework? And how does all these components together work together and deliver results? What is the agile mindset and agile culture and agile manifesto, agile estimation? So we talk purely about agile in the APM, Agile Project Management module. So first is predictive project management. We completed it. We are keeping it aside. Then we are getting into agile project management. We talk purely about the agilist view of project management, and we complete it. Now we have the foundation knowledge of predictive project management and agile project management. This is the time to talk about hybrid project management, how we can intelligently take the best practices out of predictive project management and agile project management and apply to real life scenarios of real life projects. So we have a module on hybrid project management, which comes after the predictive project management and agile project management, and then comes hybrid project management. So far we did not talk about PMBOK and the PMP exam and stuff like that. It is about predictive project management, agile project management, and hybrid project management. At the same time, the PMP exam, you have to answer things from the PMBOK perspective. So the next module is the PMP exam focus, where we expose you to the PMBOK and the scenario based questions. So this approach, this compartmentalized structured approach, will make your journey easy and interesting and easy to remember and recollect and apply. So this is a strategy behind this training approach. Get the foundations right, expose them to the PMBOK and the scenario based questions, and after these things, if you do exam practice for another 15-20 hours, that means put together around 60 hours. If you can commit to the training as well as to the self-study and exam practice, I'm sure that you become a PMP without a lot of heartburn and hard work. It is easy. It is not as difficult as your graduation. It is definitely as difficult as one paper of your graduation. Take it from me. Thank you.